Hey guys! Today we're going to be talking about the water cycle. I know you guys already did this in class, but I found a cool experiment that we can do at home with our parents that will show us a small model of the Earth's water cycle. So here's what I'll show you the final product is going to look like. So what is the water cycle? The water cycle is the pathway that water takes moving through the earth. So when the water builds up a lot and water keeps building up in the cloud gets so heavy that it has to let the water go, which is when it rains or it snows, depending on where you live and what season it is. And so when the water falls from the cloud in whatever form that it does, that's called precipitation. And then the water comes back to the earth and goes to the oceans or the lakes or in the gutter, or it turns into groundwater. All of this, or it gets soaked up by the soil. And then all of this water goes back around the cycle again. So when the sun shines on it and there's heat and light, the water evaporates into the clouds once again, and the cycle starts over. There's also something called condensation. Condensation is when water that's evaporating has nowhere to go, so it ends up sticking to different things, like it may stick to your car's window or your house's window, just something like that. That's something we're going to see in the experiment. That's why I wanted to mention it, but we can go ahead and get started. So before we start, I just want to let you guys know of some safety procedures. So make sure your parents are helping you with this. We want to be extra careful with our food coloring and make sure we don't spill the bag anywhere or get it in our eyes. So the materials we're going to be using today are a Ziploc bag, some tape, a marker, and a little bit of water. And if you also have some food coloring at home, like blue food coloring, you can use a drop of that too. I don't have it with me today, so I won't be able to make my rainwater blue, but you'll still be able to see what's going on. Alright, so for our procedure, the first thing we're going to do is draw some clouds and the sun on our bag. So I'm going to draw mine right now. You can make them happy clouds and the sun. Alright, so this is my baggie. I put some cool sunglasses on my son. And then we're going to add a drop of food coloring, if we have it, to our water. I don't have it today, so just pretend like I'm doing it. And then we're going to take our bag, unzip it, and then we're going to pour just a little bit of water inside so that it just coats along the bottom of the bag. Alright, so this is how I filled up my baggie. Be careful when you're filling up your bag. Ask your parents for help because sometimes it is hard to hold the bag and pour the water at the same time. And make sure you zip it up really tightly. And now we're going to take our tape and go hang it up on a window. We're going to tape it on the window and make sure that wherever you tape it, there's a lot of sunlight and not many trees, so there's a lot of access for the sun for the bag to make the experiment work. So once you've got your bag taped up, just like I did in the picture I just showed you, you're going to eventually see, after 2 hours till 1 day, the droplets of water moving around in your bag. So eventually you'll be able to see droplets of water sticking to the sides of your bag. And some of these will be up high, like in the clouds, while other droplets will be on their way back down, like rain. So why is this happening? It's because the water in the bag is being heated up against the sunny window. That water turns into a gas through the process called evaporation. which is what I mentioned earlier. And in nature, evaporated water goes into the atmosphere and goes back into the clouds, but in our bag, it doesn't have anywhere to go, so it ends up sticking to the side of the bag, turning into condensation. Condensation is a liquid. And then that condensed water then slides back into the pool of water below as rain. So that's a precipitation. And I want you to keep checking back on your experiment a few times a day or anytime it's sunny just to see the water cycle progress. I hope you guys had fun with that, and I'm going to show you some videos of a different bag that I found online. You got to use the food coloring so you can really see the rain clearly, and I'll show you a video of how the water is evaporating, condensing, and precipitating. And I hope you guys like it, and I miss you guys, and I hope that you guys are having a good break, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye!
It's the water inside of the bag. It'll cause the liquid to heat up, which will then turn into a gas and rise up inside of the bag and fall back down to the bottom of the bag. This process is called precipitation. We see this every day.